Good morning, all you beautiful people out there. My name is Chrissy, and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 29th of September. Now, first off, I just wanted to let you guys know I have shot a video yesterday with my sister giving the viewpoint of the jabbed person, and well, one of them. Everybody's probably got different viewpoints, but I thought it was interesting for us to get the flip side of the coin to where some of their views are currently at. So there's me interviewing my sister about that. I'll leave down here because I think it's a really interesting view. Also, I know a lot of you have been commenting. I know a lot of you probably haven't even received the video on your feeds. They are really fact-checking it, of course, as we knew they would, because some of you have commented that your comments haven't gone through, so no surprise to any of us here. I'm certainly not deleting them. As you know, I don't do that unless it's something really ghastly and creepy. I get some of those, but we know how much they control these algorithms and these platforms, so you know that if your comments get deleted, maybe rewrite it in a simplified way or with a lot of code message and change the wording. I'm not sure. It's very hard to override these algorithms. It's getting really frustrating now, isn't it? Because they're getting so much tighter at controlling their narrative. We know they're good at it. So I thought that was very educating, that interview. So maybe go and check that out. I'll leave it over here. I'll close my eyes today. We'll get started and we'll just get back and do a normal prediction reading. Yeah, I'm getting that song again, Thunderbolt and Lightning. I had that the other day, that Queen song, which reminds us of Trudeau, doesn't it? But I am getting that, meaning storms. We've had rain all September here. It's still raining outside today and grey. Look at me, I'm still in like wintry clothes because it's still like winter here. And September's normally spring. All the flowers are out, but there's no sunshine. I don't know what's happening where you guys are. I know, is it Florida or there's somewhere that's getting a hurricane at the moment overseas. There's a lot of turbulent weather. We know this is happening and I'm definitely getting that. There's still going to be much more in the months to come. Oh, it's so destructive, isn't it? You do have to wonder. Unfortunately, a lot of people do just put it down to climate change, but it seems very odd that climate change has hit right on cue, hasn't it, all globally. I also noticed on Carl Vernon this morning, I know a lot of you guys watch Carl Vernon, he's he's got a video on about the twindemic, the flu and I did warn you guys it was going to come over there when your winter struck. So yes, you're getting the twindemic now, which is the flu and the CV all combined. Yes, so go and get your jabs. Of course, they'll be telling everybody. So get ready for being bombarded again. Gosh, this just never ends, does it? It never ends. Oh my God. Okay, I'll close my eyes and I'll keep going. So if you want to have a laugh, go and look at Carl Vernon's video. It's hilarious. Okay. They're still giving me that song of Trudeau singing that song, Something's Missing in My Life, which is a Marsha Hines song, if anyone's interested. She's a great singer. She's an Aussie singer. Something's missing in my life. And what it is he can't get those unjabbed people to conform, which is all of us. And I know you Canadians over there, he still can't contain the masses. People are spreading out now. I'm getting this in Canada. They're not just being dictated to anymore. They're starting to disperse. They're spreading out. It's like the cattle. This is for Trudeau. His cattle are spreading. They're spreading too far that he's struggling to contain them. I'm definitely getting that, and that's a good thing. Let's see where else we go. So something's missing in his life, and it's called, what do you call it? Total control. He can't control everybody, and I think he's starting to realise that. Well, he can't control you guys if you're watching my channel because we don't follow the narrative. So I'm definitely getting Trudeau today. He's getting frustrated again, but he's trying not to show it. Remember in the beginning of the CV event, he'd get very frustrated and he got really mad at the truckers and all that and the fringe minority for not complying. Well, that's what I'm getting again, but he's having to bottle it up and hold it in. He's having to have a more mature approach, and he's having to show he's got his composure, even though he's still really frustrated by the people who don't comply to his wishes, as we all know here, and that is growing. Like my sister said yesterday, they see things all separately, which is what we've been saying. They can't put it under the one umbrella. So people are still seeing this stuff. Just because they're seeing it separately doesn't mean it's not affecting them or they're not waking up to it. It just means they haven't put it under the one heading of the Great Reset, as we know here. So I'm definitely getting that in Canada. Hang on a sec. Oh, God, I keep getting it. Germany, Belgrade, Munich. There's a lot happening there with renewables. There's so much garbage being thrown at the people over there. There really is. They're just feeding them out of, as we know, bullshit on their mainstream media, and that they're just absolutely lying to people's faces now. Oh, and it's a matter of, are people going to fall for this, or are they going to start to understand the enormity? So that's what I'm getting for these reasons. I've had Germany for like a month now, probably even longer, I think. It comes up nearly in every reading, doesn't it? So whatever's happening there is absolutely huge. Let's see where else we go today. I'm getting Europe again. I had Europe yesterday. Europe's got a collapsing of the narrative. So it's showing me like this house on stilts. So it's like a house that's up high. It's got 4 posts holding it up, but one of the stilts or the posts of the house has sort of broken or dropped. It's showing me it's like snapped in half, and it's tilted the house. So I feel like in Europe the narrative's kind of semi-collapsing. There's things being exposed, and it could be about government leaders too. But I'm getting a lot of people in Europe. They're so tired. They are tired from being hit with this. And so you guys are coming into winter again as well. But everything's just too much. So I'm getting this is the collapsing of the narrative. This is the house, one of the legs of the house tipping. And it's like unstable now. Things are becoming quite unstable in Europe. Definitely getting that. In every area. They're going to have to prop their narrative up with a temporary, one of those post things you wind up, because they're going to have to prop their own narrative up, because otherwise if they don't, it's going to start collapsing. God, people over there, people in Europe are exhausted from this. There's just too much going on. And as we know here, they're not getting the true story. We know that. On mainstream media, they're not showing them the truth. Hang on, let's see where else we go. We're back in London again. I'm getting, like, London Bridge has fallen. I told you they're starting to rebuild the actual deep foundation and the, like, what do you call those, towers. They're building deep down and restructuring the Royals. So I'm getting, it's like they're showing me today, they're showing me like there's two like London bridges emerging. So there's actually two powers now in London and like Britain, England. There's these 2 structures now. And I think I've been saying that for a while. One is the Royals, or it could even be the Young Royals, but there's also, it could be the this Liz Truss and the government elites. So they're going to be sort of on a more even playing field and have more input into the decisions. I know they do work together a lot, but it even could be the youth of the building of this tower back up, or building rather, of London Bridge. It's showing me this new emerging. I mean, that has to happen anyway, but it's saying it's going to be built differently. It's saying it's going to have better, oh God, better support structures. Like there's going to be more people involved in the rebuilding of this London Bridge. So it's not just going to be like London Bridge is the Queen and that's all it was. This is going to be different. This is going to be a restructuring of like the Royals with government, and it's going to create this whole different sort of platform. They're showing me London Bridge. This is just an analogy. Won't look the same. It's like a flatter bridge. It's more modern and more people can walk across it. So it's kind of saying these global elites and these leaders and the royals are going to be more, sadly, more united in the decision makings of these regions. That'd be fun, won't it? So I am getting that. The structure is changing. It's not going to be that hierarchy system anymore. It's going to be, just trying to think how they would describe it. It's going to be more of a team, a team of elites. That's what I'm getting. And they're formatting that all in a new way moving forward. Like it's not going to be like London Bridge and there's Charles at the top. It's not going to be like that anymore. I don't think, to be honest, Charles wants all that focus just on him anymore. So he's like, I suppose you could say delegating, but he's dispersing everything now. Like, not dispersing really, but he is delegating and he's giving people different jobs over there. So there's this team, I suppose you could call it a team of decision makers in the elites, of course. No peasants in that group. I'll see what else we get today. God, I'm still getting that thunderbolt and lightning song. There's a lot of weather stuff happening. There really is. And this is globally. This is not just wherever it's winter. This is globally. They're hitting hard. And we've got to remember and we've got to not forget that they want these climate change agendas going through smoothly. So they have to make the climate change extreme in order for people to believe it. We know that here because it does seem extreme. Gosh, even my sister reckons it's extreme, all the heat and the fires and all the things we've gone through. So they've noticed it too. And climate change doesn't just happen overnight, does it? So we do still have a lot of questions around these things, but I am still getting that song Thunderbolt and Lightning. Very, very frightening. I guess we can only just see what comes of that. Let's see where else we go, but I am getting a lot of weather, crazy weather, and that's globally. That's everywhere. Hang on a sec. Oh, God. I'm getting that word, the untouchables, again. I'm getting that these global elites now, that's like, they're showing me that they're untouchable. We know they're untouchable anyway. It's nothing new for us, is it? Because they control and own every bloody major media platform known to mankind. But they're showing me them in like these armor guard vehicles. Like, they're really protecting stuff now. And I did say, I think it was about a month ago, they were really protecting the narrative of the reset, like with Charles. And I put that thing about Charles and Cotton Schwab. Sorry, guys, tired energy, it's terrible, on my Facebook page, and they fact-checked it, of course. So this is even showing me like this armor guard truck. It's really all being protected now. This is just an image. They're protecting any of the reset information. They're protecting any of this sort of stuff coming out that can wake people up. So they're really like putting all this under lock and key now. They're locking the door of the van and all the, you know, when they go and get the information, it goes straight into this van and it gets driven to the big safe house. And so they're showing me this like armor guard truck with the guys that guard the truck, and everything is very closely guarded now. And we know it is because, as you guys know, some of your comments don't even get through here on my channel. So we've got this very, very big protection around the narrative. They're really protecting it now from waking anybody up. People are waking up, though. I know it's hard to believe. Sometimes you think, oh, I don't think this is happening at all. But they are. But they're waking up for different things. It's like I said, it's the people that work in those industries that are going to see something's not adding up. And plus these, we have to remember as well not to forget, because I know it's easy to lose sight and lose hope. These truth movements are growing in size as well. Doctors coming together, nurses coming together. One of you mentioned here yesterday that nurses knew something wasn't right with the jab and lost their jobs. There's so many things. People with vaccine injuries, there's more and more and more of those. So we can't lose hope. We have to keep strong, knowing that some, not all, but a lot of people are still waking up. They are Why would it be called the Great Awakening? Where did that come from? Like, a heap of us didn't pluck that out of thin air. It got fed to us for a reason, and there are a lot of videos. I've got one as well on the Great Awakening process. I might even do an update on that, actually, I think soon. I might do that this afternoon. I'll try and get on with the doggos and do an update on the Great Awakening and try and find out where we're up to, because this is just, I did say it would drag on, didn't I, for quite a while. I'll just see if there's something to close with today. Oh, I'm just getting that song again. I'm getting a few songs today. I'm getting that song again from the Shrek movie, I'm a Believer. We have to believe that this will eventually come out. I know it's hard to believe. I even sit here, even when I did that interview with my sister yesterday, I thought, oh, there's no hope. They're never going to see this the way that we do. And what the guides are saying, we still have to believe and keep our courage up and not get disheartened and dismayed in all of this. We have to keep believing. So I guess we've got to go and play the Shrek song, I'm a Believer. Such a great movie, wasn't it? And just really start to believe that these things are unfolding and that people are waking up and the truth will always come out. And I really do believe that truth will always override the lies. I do believe it will happen, because if you think of those two energies, lies is a very dark and dangerous energy, whereas truth is a very honest and full of light energy. That's how I view truth and lies. Let me know some of your viewpoints down below. I'd love to know how you feel about all this at the moment and where you guys are at, because it is very, very challenging, isn't it? We're still here 3 years on, and we're still, well, I'd say we're not really fighting the battles. Was it you, Chris, said that we're always ready to go if we're needed? We certainly would stand up. And like, I think it was you as well, said that we are like the shield for these people, shielding them from government, which in some weird way we kind of are. But we just have to keep believing and hoping and trusting that the truth will eventually come out. And I do believe that they will, because they sort of are, aren't they? Gosh, this has been the absolute... It's just been the strangest process, hasn't it? I just am so bewildered by this and how we got here. Do you guys ever think about that? Like, how did we get here? Like, we've all found each other and we all think the same and we see things so differently, and you just think, how is this like the rest of our life we live like this? Because even like talking to my sister yesterday, we still can't fly. You know, I'm not a flyer, but I know there's a lot of you out there would love to fly and travel and do things. There's still a lot of restrictions that we have, isn't there? And if they're bringing in that twin epidemic or twin pandemic over there where a lot of you guys are living, that's going to have to go on your universal vaccine passport as well. So it is a very strange time. So I think we should just try and keep believing, stay strong. I'll come on and do another video this afternoon. I will post Global Walkout number 4 to my Facebook page if anyone's interested in that. Chrissy Fitzgerald, Psychic Life Coach Facebook page. It's public. And I'll go and post that Global Walkout on there today, so you can go and check out. It's about leaving the big banks and sort of not tying your money up in these huge corporate banks, but getting it into the smaller, like, credit unions and the things like this, and supporting them as well. All right, well, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia today. Have a great day. I'm going to go and have lunch with my sister somewhere, and we hopefully won't have another, or we won't have an argument. We ended up having an argument last night, I'll be honest, because we do sometimes have an argument and then we move on, you know, like normal siblings do, because we do see things so differently. I know you guys understand where I'm coming from. So, all right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Take care, everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.